Hello, this is Marisa Garcia, and today I'm going to be discussing chapters 10 through 13 of Anne Fadiman's The Spirit Catches You and You Fall Down. So, the first question I want to answer is, how did these chapters make you feel and what emotions did the chapters evoke? First of all, these chapters were honestly very hard to get through emotionally. Especially just in terms of Leah being on the verge of death, and I honestly thought that one of these chapters would be the chapter that she would die, just because of how many seizures she's had, her epilepsy, her deteriorating medical condition. And honestly, it's great that she hasn't died, but the question is still sort of like, not if but when. And just all of what her parents went through, what Leah herself went through, all the pain that she has to endure because of her condition, and just hearing all of her symptoms, like how her brain literally can't get oxygen because of her epilepsy, and to hear that her fingers were turning blue, her lips were turning blue, it's just terrible. And it was gut-wrenching, honestly, because it's just like, you obviously wouldn't want to go through that yourself, but to think like, wow, like what if that was like my kid that was going through that, and I had to watch my child go through that. It's just terrible. And I honestly wonder at this point if Leah is either going to die or if she's going to remain in this vegetative state that she's in right now. There's a lot to think about, and I'm sure the next chapters are going to be hard to read as well, but I do want to know what she's going through. And the last question I want to answer is if these chapters changed my perspective on anything. I wouldn't say that necessarily my perspective has been changed, but more so I've been opened up a little more, especially in terms of what the Hmong people have gone through as a whole, and what the Lees had to go through as well. Just the Lees in terms of them escaping from communism, and 3 of their children dying, and how, especially this part really opened my eyes in chapter 13, where Leah's mom was saying that, Fua, sorry, that's her name, where Fua was saying that, death and exile and destitution, that's all in, a known realm of, what the Hmong people have gone through, which is already sad enough. But then to know the way that Fua feels in terms of what Leah's going through, that this is just entirely unknown. And especially because, they're having to deal with Western doctors who practice medicine differently than they do. And there's a language barrier, and they don't always see eye to eye on how to take care of Leah. It must be so difficult for the Lees to have to endure. And it just opened my eyes to really how difficult this is for the Lees. But yes, thank you for watching, and I look forward to reading more.